What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or just a little bit after. Now, if this is your first time here, what I typically do is go over some comic books that I pulled for the week, and then I get in and interact with you all in the live chats. It's always a very good time, and if you're a returning viewer, well, you know why you're here, man. Thank you so much for being here. Every single one of you, I do greatly appreciate it. Anytime that you guys show up to sit here and watch me flap my gums about a bunch of bullshit that I just pretend to know stuff about, or sometimes I just act insightful and shit, and it's no big deal. It's no big deal. But anyway, getting into some of the comic books that I pulled for the week. Oh man, I left one right over here. Hawkman. Issue number 24. Guys, this is a great series. I'm not sure if you've ever read Hawkman, but this has been a really good series. Robert Venditti doing a hell of a job, man. And you know what? They've got Hawk Girl is in here too. You know what? I remember the other day somebody asked me if I was wondering, because somebody was asking if there was I think somebody asked if there was a Hawk Girl. Might have been LB. And I was like, yeah, there actually is. And then something I was thinking about later was like, is this like one of those things where it's like based, is Hawk Girl a tokenized Hawkman? So I went and looked at, you know what I'm talking about. I thought she was gender swap, man. I was looking to see if she was gender swap. And you know what? She wasn't. She was created at the same time Hawkman was. Yeah. They've been kicking ass together for years. Pretty cool. Now there has been different versions of them, but they've kind of really always been, tied together in a way. They're really they're like lovers. They're star-crossed lovers, and they just they're on the same path together. It's really quite cool. Seeing what Robert Venditti's doing here and kind of looking into no. I'm not one of those people who just Wikipedia shit and acts like I'm like some fucking normie where like I know everything. No. It's not like that. But I did Wikipedia the stuff to look it up, and I was like, oh, cool. Like reading some of that stuff on Wikipedia, I'm like, I actually want to go back and read about the history of this character. Like, I actually want to learn about him, like his roots, his origins, and kind of get into him. Like, I've been getting into him over this Robert Venditti series, but I was like, oh wow, nice. So yeah, that Hawkman's been really good. You guys know I don't read a whole lot of DC here, but I did also pick up the Death Metal as well. Dark Knight's Death Metal issue number 1. I still haven't read this one yet. I wanted to save it. For last when I actually had time to sit down and really take it in, because I don't read a whole lot of DC, and I want to really get in here and just kind of spend some time with this thing. Get to know it really well. Maybe I'll like it as much as I do Hawkman. You never know. Now, another one that I did get in. I want to throw this one in here because I know my boy Snowdub Music and Entertainment is in the house, and I know I'm not sure if he made it here the other morning, but I know he was triggered the other day when I seen this video that he had done, and he was triggered. But the next one here is Death to the Army of Darkness with a gender swapped Ash Snow. Can you believe that? Ooh, Army of Darkness is woke. Dang, man, can you believe they did that? I mean, hey, she looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least right? I mean, they could at least give you that, right, Snowdown? They could at least give you some eye candy. Isn't that what you want? Now, I didn't get a chance to read this one because I realized I didn't finish reading issue number 2. And I remember when it came out, I was reading it and something happened. I don't know, something came up and I just didn't get to finish reading it. Because I started reading this one, I was like, wait a second. I need to go back because I don't remember. And I went back in the comic book and I was like, oh yeah, because I only got part way through it. But I still need to get into this one, so I haven't read this yet. But to me, what Ryan Parrott was doing here with this in this book, like the character of Ash himself, like he didn't really feel like Ash to me. But when I read the previous series that was also on Dynamite Comics, it wasn't the same writer. It was a different writer, but it was Bubba Hotep in Army of Darkness, And that one, the Ash character seemed very like right on. It was very right on. Here, I don't know. It's like the first issue just didn't really hit for me, but then getting into the second issue, it kind of got a little bit there. But I felt like, I don't know, like it didn't feel right. There was something about it just felt a little bit different, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Not terrible, not great, not great. And, oh man, this one right here, dude. This one was hilarious, guys. I was talking about this one on Wednesday, but a man among ye. Yeah, guys, yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Trinity, Trinity did nothing this week but go after a bunch of woke comic books. Guys, I'm a comic book review channel. I review comics. And, you can come here and count on me to tell you whether stuff like this is woke or not, right? Isn't that what you want to know? Anyway, when you see a book like this and you see, one of your regular average comic book YouTubers out there, like, oh, A Man Among Ye is written by Stephanie Phillips and it's got art by Craig Cermak, and oh yeah, it's really great. It's on Image Comics. It's on Image Comics. Look. Look. Oh, now I'm just showing my shitty camera. Oh. Our comeback will be bigger than our setback. And right? Right? No, but that's what you come here for. I read them so you don't have to if you don't want to. Right? That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. To read books that might be woke just for you, to review them. That's what you're here for, guys. To let you know. Now, I'll tell you that A Man Among Ye, it wasn't like that. It was just the story itself was really kind of, maybe I should show you some of the art. It was really just kind of a rip off of Captain Jack Sparrow and the Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that. I mean, you can even see here at the beginning they're in the Caribbean, right? But it wasn't anything like that. Basically, like what this guy here, his name is Jack Henchrow, Rambo, no, John Rambo, no, it's in here somewhere. I swear, his name is in here. Rackham, Jack Rackham. Yeah, his name is Jack Rackham. Instead of Jack Sparrow. But basically what's going on here is he has this chick there that's fighting with him. So like that's like, that's his like that, that's his wench, man. And she's out there on the ship with him, but like all the people on the ship are all like pissed off at him and they want to over there. They want to mutiny. They want to mutiny because he hasn't been treating them right. He's been hanging with that woman. He's been hanging with that woman, below decks, doing what? Yeah. Instead of hanging with his boys, like he's supposed to, be sitting out there sweeping the decks, getting all sweaty with his boys instead of hanging out with his lady friend. Like, okay, guys. Just because y'all humping each other out on the decks at night and telling each other and making up stories about mermaids and shit. Look, man, I got me a real woman on the ship. You guys have fun. Have fun. All right? No, but this one's not that. This one's not that. But what we do have is this young lady that had snuck on board this ship. They tried to make it look like it was a little boy. It was a little boy. No, because all the guys all the pirates on the ship when they found her thought it was a little boy. A young man, but it turns out that it wasn't. It's actually a girl, right? It's funny here. You get here into the back, and believe me, the writing in here, none of it was like woke, like agenda ish type of stuff that I picked out. They just had a woman in here, and yeah, it was really about it. But what's funny here is you get here at the end, and you get this letter from the writer, which that's the writer right there, right over here, Stephanie Hetrick or Stephanie Phillips. I was thinking of another book that she worked on with another chick, but anyway, yeah. But it's funny because here in the they're talking about, she's talking about being pirates and stuff, and it says they're talking about I mentioned Gasparilla because it's really, one, it's really odd, and two, because I find it fascinating how much pirate lore and mythology has invaded here our lives. She's talking about where she lives at in Gasparilla. She goes, pirate fact is a bit tough to come by, but the legends and myths about these oftentimes larger than life rebels live in popular culture to ignite a sense of adventure for the audience. Anne Bonny is who this pirate is. Anne Bonny is one such pirate legend who is definitely more myth than fact. Unlike Jose Gaspar, there is actually record that Bonnie existed, but that record is pretty scarce. And she goes, what we do know comes from a general history of the pirates written by Captain Charles Johnson. Or was it? Some accounts cite that this book was actually written by Daniel Defoe. So, this very trustworthy source by one of the aforementioned authors, tells us that Anne Bonny was born in Ireland somewhere around 1700. After getting married, she moved to Nassau with her husband, where she met Captain Calico Jack Rackham, and ran off with him as his lover and partner. Some accounts say that Anne had red hair. Some say she didn't. Some sources say that Anne liked to flash her breasts at men before killing them, just so they knew their life was ended by a woman. But still, others claim that Anne preferred to dress only in men's clothing and conceal her sex. Others say Anne had a relationship with her female companion, Mary Read, not Jack. After the capture of Anne and Mary, some legends state that the women staved off the noose by citing pregnancies. While it is unfortunate that not more is known about the most notorious female pirate of all time, I think this is what makes her such an interesting character to write about, especially when we consider the time period she lived in and what we do know that she chose as her vocation, piracy. Sure, pirates are often portrayed in pop culture as drunk savages, ruthless, dirty, cunning, and afraid of crocodiles. But there is so much more to choosing a life of piracy, and that's exactly what Anne did. Choose. Now, I only read that because, guys, to me, that it's fucking hilarious because it's like, oh, well, yeah, this chick really existed. Fucking facts. It was based on this book by that guy, but we don't really know for sure, but it kind of was. Like, this person said this part. Like, you know what? Like, I thought it was so hilarious because that shit read like a fucking article from We Got This Covered. Did it not? Did that not sound like some bullshit you would read on We Got This Covered? Well, it's about so-and-so, and it kind of, like, it did exist a little bit, but they didn't. But they kind of did, because we got proof. Well, kinda, from this guy that existed, but they didn't really exist. They didn't, like, not really though. Like, but maybe they did, right? This might be true. She might have been lesbian. We didn't say. Like, we don't know. I'm like, so it could be true. It could be. It could be true. Oh man, yeah, man. It's really funny stuff. Really funny stuff. Um, it wasn't a terrible book though, but just that last part just it was just kind of funny. It was just kind of funny. It made me laugh. The next one was this the man who effed up time, right? So I've been reading this one and I just don't know about this book. As you can see, obviously you got this very ethnic looking man here. We don't know. He's some sort of a person of color. I'm not really for sure if he's, I'm just saying. Naturally, his life is torn apart and it's all in chaos right now because he went back in time, meddling with time. He helped invent a time machine. But he wasn't able to afford the schooling and everything. And of course, the rich white boy that went to school, he could afford the schooling, but he couldn't. That's his fault. And It was it's funny. This dude has a bunch of problems that they talk about, like issue number 1, and all of them, like all his problems, are because of somebody else. You know, it's somebody else's fault. This dude stole his chick. This other dude, the same dude stole his work, and yeah, right. Oh man, I don't know. But the funny thing is, like, it just happens to be that way. None of this stuff is like glossed on or glazed over, like really bad. Any of that kind of stuff. It's just like that's just what it happens to be, though. You know, and I don't know. It's like it seems like it's halfway comedy. Like sometimes it seems like, and sometimes it seems kind of like, seen it before. You know, seen it before, been there, done that. You know. It's issue number 3. I'm not gonna. Maybe I need to do. Maybe I'm gonna go through and maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe we'll go through and we'll sit down together, guys, and we'll do a live stream and we'll decide. We'll go through every page of this piece of shit and we'll decide if I'm gonna keep reading it. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Now. You know what? Maybe I better cover. You know what? I'll say what's up to everybody before I get into these next couple comic books because it could be a while. It could be a while. Anyway, guys, what's up? Okay, who all we got here? Let's see. We got Fanjexture in the house. Random Brad creator LB from the Lonely Banter. And let me get this. Yeah, guys. You know what? Oh man, dang it! No. Gonna mess it all up. It's gonna mess it all up. I hate this. Am I the only Oh, God, dang it! I can't be the only person, am I? Am I the only person who hates this gosh dang top chat live chat thing? Like because I don't click it at the very beginning, and then I click it later, and then everything is like. Random Bread creator, LB from the Lonely Banter, Fanjexture, RC Scott, did any of y'all see that? Just landed like Vegeta up in this bitch. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Vegeta. Let's see. Lately, it must be having trouble putting on his human mask. Yeah, no. Just a couple like last minute things, and as I was sitting here getting some stuff queued up, and I was like, you know what? Before I start the stream, I'm gonna shut off Streamlabs and then relaunch it because every time I change some shit up, it always gets all shitty, and it gets all shitty and it sucks. Terrazon, thank you so much for being here. AnCap Gamer in the house, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Glad to see you here. Hope you're having a good evening. Late to stream, late to chat, early to our hearts. That's okay, LB. Trinity won't read that for about 30 minutes. Yeah, not at all. Wayne White, what is up, my brother? How are you doing? I got your message on Facebook. I need to check that out. Dude, all I got today was AWA Upshot titles. All the AWA Upshot title I could grab. Mad good. Yeah, it's really good what they're doing over there. I mean, I like it. They put together, I think, what do they got, like, I think so far that I know of, they've got like 7 or 8 titles that are kind of getting ready to launch, and they all seem to be mini-series, not ongoing, and I kind of like that, because it gives you a little mini-series, gets you into this kind of world that they're building, and then after that, you know, they could come back and they could do another little mini-series to kind of carry it on, like, so then it's like nothing that, like, it has to be an ongoing, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think about that, too. You know, I think about what Marvel does and DC does. You know, they got the ongoing titles, they got the mini series and all that stuff, and I'm okay with the mini series. But you know what I want is I want because most of the mini series are actually pretty decent. But what I want is like if they're gonna do that, do some give and take. Like if you're gonna have us they get like Spider-Man, perfect example. They got 3, 4 series going on with Spider-Man. You know what? Can you just give us one ongoing series? And yes, just one ongoing series. We don't need Spider-Gwen. We don't need Miles Morales Spider-Man. We don't need them. We don't need Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We don't need Amazing Spider-Man. We don't need Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. We don't need, all the... No. Let's give us an ongoing title, one ongoing, and a miniseries, right? It's pretty simple. But you know what? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I could go on forever about that shit. But yeah, AWA Upshot. Good books. Just doing good books. LB, stay rent free. Slap that like button. Peep says Snow Dub Jenner. Check. Woo! Yeah. Hot Girl is OG. Yeah, she is. Yeah, Trinity doing the research. Yeah. And I was doing it because I was kind of interested. I'm like, hey, is she tokenized? Or is she gender swapped? Like, I don't know. Yeah, found out. Is there a Hawk Boy, Hawk Girl, and Hawk Non? I don't know. Have you done a Marvel Origin stream yet? No. As far as what? Like, at Fanjecture. You weren't. You talk like you came to my stream to talk to Ask Fanjecture about his bullshit. Like, I'm kidding. That's a good question though. I don't think he has yet, but I know he's like the Marvel thing, the MCU thing. We've talked about it, and he's got a big plan for it. You know, because that's a lot of movies. 23 movies. It's a lot to take in. How about Hawk Parrot? Sam Raimi's Spider-Man already won. Dang. I grabbed a $20, $16 for me variant of death metal. Jeez, man. Man, which one was that? F those West Coast birds, East Coast birds for life. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hell no, man. Get the hell out of here with that. It's bear down in the Windy City, son. Shit. roll. Tuck and roll. My issue of death metal was $5. Yeah, mine too. Yeah, I got. Which cover did you get, RC Scott? Which cover did you get? I got the one that just had like, you know, because I'm not really, you know, I didn't really, you know, go and look through them all. I just got through. I went ahead and got that one. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, you got Superman on there, you got Wonder Woman on there, you got Batman on there, but shit, I don't read DC. Is these like they look a little bit different? Is this not Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman? I don't know. You tell me. um Army of Wokeness, curling iron for a hand instead of a chainsaw instead of a boomstick. Oh, Josh Mason, Bird Gang, yeah, man. How are you doing, Josh Mason? Tampons can hold up better than a boomstick. Ooh, a bloomstick. Oh man, that's just wrong. Actually, Kelly from Ash vs. Evil Dead is one badass biatch. Ghost Beaters, nice. Yeah, you know what? And I only got to watch that first episode with you guys, and you guys carried on too fast. You guys watched more TV than I did together. Dang it. Cancel Trinity. You should see my broomstick. It's always holding up. Yeah. Kelly was sexy as fuck from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Yeah, I need to watch it. Worst show ever. Aw, Snow Dub. Come on, man. Cue ball. I was wondering if you still messed around on the tubes. Of course, man. Of course. Yeah. You know me. Ash's daughter was hot. Pretty sure she's 18 now. Chuck Keyworth, thank you so much for being here. Throw that snake back into the snowdrift to freeze to death. Yes, right? Yes. Thank you for being here, Chuck. It's not a ripoff. It's historically accurate. Smash that like button. Right. Historically accurate. Historically. Okay, now I think I got caught up to the chat somewhat here where I can... Okay. I think I'm getting somewhat caught up here. I mean, I'm still like way behind, but oh man, this is a support group. Yeah, man, it's funny. That's this joke because like here where I live at in this local area, we got all these pages on Facebook that are local, and they have this one like that's a scanner page where people like they have scanners and shit, and they sit in their offices all day working, listening to the scanner, and they post up scanner calls and shit, and then they have AV scanner community, and then you get on there and it's everybody posting about a bunch of the shit that's coming over the scanner or just other stupid bullshit going on in the community, and it's fucking hilarious because people are fucking funny. It's hilarious. But then they started this new food group. Like people were talking about food and bullshit. AV support local restaurants, some bullshit like that. And the only thing is it's you know what it is, guys? It's one of those echo chambers. No, it's not even an echo chamber. Well, it is kind of an echo chamber, but it's one of those things where like You know, like, you ever been on fucking YouTube and you get on one of those channels and somebody's like, oh, hey, we're all positive content here. This is all we do. It's all positive. Yay. We. Oh, hey, this movie sucks, but it's so good. We like it. Yeah. Um, yeah. Uh, It's one of those things. Like, you can't say anything bad. You can't say anything bad or critical in this group. Seriously, I left some shit on there one day. It was hilarious as hell, and it got deleted. But people get all pissed off. So, what happened was people were going and replying some bullshit in this group. People get all pissed off. And what happened is there was a couple people in there for a while. Like, when somebody would say something, they'd post something up, like, about some bullshit they went and ate, and, like, being a little bit critical about something, like, oh, this was good, but, like, oh, the steak was a little undercooked, or not to our liking, or the service, or something was bad, or this and that, we talked to them, and, you know, like, whatever. Like, just some stupid shit, like, and people get in there, and they're all pissed off, and they're like, they do that shit, it's all fucking capitalizing, like, this is a support group! That's what it became, because, like, people are in here like, this is not supportive, like, you're being, like, you know, like, no, like, criticism is still support, because if they don't hear this criticism, they don't know to improve that. I mean, obviously you want to call a restaurant, and, you know, most of these people had spoken to the people at the restaurants. You know, you let the restaurant know. But then they went and they put that in the group. They just kind of shared their experience. Nothing really negative. And, you know, people are like, oh, save that for Yelp. Save that for Yelp. Okay, so you want us to be in this group to support people. You don't want us to be critical because you're trying to support these restaurants. It's about supporting these restaurants, not being critical of them or anything like that. And you want me to go, you know, because this could hurt their restaurants and we're supposed to be supporting them. But you tell me to go to Yelp to leave what sounds like what you're saying sounds like a negative review? Do you know how stupid that sounds? I'm not sure about you, but if you ask me, it sounds retarded. Chuck Hebert says, bend over. Trinity Wall is definitely woke. Look at all those women on his wall. What kind of man wants women on his wall? I know, right? Seriously. What kind of dude wants to look at boobies? Right? What kind of dude wants to look at boobies? We're going to get into some more of that, too. My support group is a jockstrap. Did we already hear about these comics? Is this a rerun? No, that was on my pull list. That was on my comic book pull list from Wednesday. Yeah, and we talked a lot about the comic books on Wednesday. No, and, you know, dude, the Trailer Park Live, we started out talking about the comic books, and sometimes they lead into the conversation that we're going to have. As long as they women that love pancakes, because pancakes bad now. Are pancakes bad now? Did I miss something about pancakes? The only thing that's woke about me reading sexy women in comics is my junk. Yeah. Belgian waffles. Yeah, I like Belgian waffles. They gotta be done right, though. Yeah, I could go some, yeah. The cakes will never be seen the same. Oh, man. I use log cabin anyway. Trying to go make some waffles for the people. Never mind. It's 45. Yeah. It'd be 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm already 20 minutes behind. Waffles are racist. Black people once ate them for breakfast in 1843. I'm probably going to get demonetized for that now. This pirate book sounds pretty Oh, no. No, not waffles too, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Hershey chocolate, I could decide. Yeah, there you go. Cancel eggs, yeah. Oh shit, if milk is racist, I must be the, yeah. You're definitely the leader, Wayne White. I mean, it's in your name! Wayne White! How do you not get that? White! Isn't that what people do? White! You know, but here's somebody that we can speak this man's name with pride. Lovis Black Man. It's not Blackman, it's Black Man. What's up, Lovis? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's the Drunk Man Show. No drinking tonight. No drinking. I don't often drink. No drinking, but I should. Women are bad luck on a ship. Throw her overboard. Yeah, they're bad luck for the captain, that's for sure. In this case, Black Widow stole that identity of a slave who was killed. Cancel Nat. Oh man, you guys are terrible. You can't cancel Nat. I got you beat, Adam. Uh oh. Chaos and Comics, thank you so much for being here. Cancel the world. Let's move on. Absolutely. Am I the only person who isn't drinking? Probably not. I'm not drinking. Building a rocket as we speak. All right. I don't want to live on the moon until they build an AMC theater there. No. AMC's going to make you wear them fucking weird masks and shit. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay. Hey, I beat him saying what's up to everyone. Yeah. He's reading comments from yesterday. Y'all cracked me up. Yeah, we haven't even got back into the comics yet. What's up, Cap? How are you doing? I always change it to live stream before the stream. Yeah, you're just a noob. No, it's just I'm a stoner. I forget. New Lamb of God album dropped today. I'll check that out. And Cap Gamer says, "Good to see you on." All right, man. Yeah, man. Good to see you on here, and Cap Gamer. Appreciate you being here. Oh, blame me on me. What comics are we talking about tonight? Several. We're getting ready to get into a couple more. We won't see that for hours, eh, Cap? Yeah. Way behind. The series format for books is great. Continue what works. Try something else when other things don't work. Yeah, absolutely. For the miniseries, yeah, I'll go with. Yeah, I could agree to that. I will post the variant I got a death metal tomorrow. Okay, on IG. All right, I got the same. Oh, okay, same death metal cover. Nice. Let's see. If you mean comic nerd, guilty as charged. Yeah. Oh no, what I miss? Almost looks like no, just it's not a mod only stream, but like a couple of people in here are a couple people are in here are good friends, and a couple of people in here are the Patreon supporters. Yeah. What criticism and there's being a douche about it? Yeah, absolutely. Man, fuck them people. Oh no, weird. Boxing ring. I was actually ranked top 5 in the world for under 10 years. For under 10 years old. Oh man, you beat up 10-year-olds. You know, he probably did beat up 10-year-olds. He probably did beat up 10. I'm about to do some dumb shit. Oh man. Oh yeah. It sounds like an ass kissing group. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's totally like, yeah, that's pretty much all it is. You got me here being forced overtime right now. Let me tell you how fun it is. Oh man, that sucks. And that's my teammate, dude. Nice. All right. I was going to do the same, but server went down. I was wrapping up on Twitch early. I'm back now. Started finishing my switch in a bit. Single malt scotch, says check keyword. Nice. Okay, guys. So yes, getting back into some comic book talk, guys. Something else I picked up. I told you guys about yesterday. Was that yesterday or this morning? I went ahead and got this from Zaid Comics. This is Magic Cop. I went ahead and ordered this. Went ahead and got it. I wasn't gonna do it, but you know what? You guys know Black Angus reviews. He was like, "Hey man, just get it." I was like, I was going to for a while. I want to support these guys, and I was like, no. I was like, I was debating back and forth because, like, seriously, when I was looking at it, and I'm being 100% honest with you guys. When I looked on it, when I was looking through the IG, the Indiegogo, I was looking at IGG, the IG. Looking at the covers and everything. I was looking at some of the art they were showing, and I was like, man, I can't. I just don't like that art, man. I don't like the art. It's shitty. It looks shitty to me. Doesn't look good. I'm just being fucking honest, guys. But yeah, so I was, I was like, I just can't, like, the art, I know, and I don't care if it's the best fucking story in the world, I can't excuse that art. And then I was like, well, you know, they are new comic creators, you know, it was these guys' first comic book. It was their first one, and maybe it actually has a good, entertaining story. I don't know, because believe me when I say, I've read some comic books that I've let some of the art go because the story is that great. I'm like, I like the story, it's good. I'm willing to let the art go. And I was like, yeah, maybe there's some of that. And also I looked at it as too, they're independent creators, they're small creators trying to get their thing off the ground. So I went ahead and backed it. I'm going to read it and see how it is. And like I said, I'm not saying it is shit. I'm just being honest. That's why I didn't initially back it when they first launched. I was going to for so long. And I was like, nah, I wrestled with it. But then I went ahead and did it. Because I was like, you know what? Why not? It's not necessarily because I can't say that it's shit without getting it and reading it all and letting you all see what my thoughts are on it, right? I can't. I can't. So I got it. I got it, and we're gonna read this thing. We're gonna get it reviewed, and yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. Some of that stuff is gonna be, guys. If you were here a few weeks ago, you heard me talking about the membership tiers and all that bullshit. I've been really wrestling with what to do. Some of that's gonna be figured out here pretty soon, but gonna be launching memberships, and some books, some videos, and some shit like that is going to only be for members, and this might be one of them. I might just do a basic generic review for the channel to bring other people onto the, into the memberships and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It's like magic and stuff like that. I'm not really, obviously Magic Cop. I'm not really into magic bullshit, but it can be cool. I'm certainly into that more than I am like zombies and fucking vampires and shit. I'm not really into zombies and vampires. I don't know what it is. Like, it's gotta be good if I'm into zombies and vampires. Like, it's just not my thing, like zombies and vampires. But magic, I'm like, we can mess with magic a little bit. Plus, because I was thinking about backing your boy Zach's. What are those other ones he's doing right now? Jawbreakers. But Black Angus, he wasn't really into him. I was like, well, maybe I could convince him to send me his, and I'll send him one of mine, and we'll send him, and we'll exchange him, and I'll read his, he'll read mine. Maybe he'll get it all sweaty and get his dude sweat on there and send it back to me. Watching you, Black Angus. I'm watching you, big guy. But no, so yeah. We'll see. See, I was going to do the same, but okay, that's the one I just read. There, you're caught up. Yeah, I caught up. Well, it kind of skipped on me a little bit, and I was like, fuck it. LB says, a comic, defund it now. Yes. Chaos says, Magic Cop? Yeah. Curtis YZ says, hail 2nd Street. Hail Magic Cop. Yes, Curtis YZ, thank you so much for being here. And T-Rev, thank you so much for being here. I think I left my vape in my shirt pocket when I did laundry. Bruh, vape? Oh, man, what are you... Vaping? Bruh. I'm starting to think... You know what? You talking about vaping, I'm starting to think there is a dildo in here. Maybe a butt plug. I don't know. I'm starting to think there is after that vape comment. Oh man, Harvey Mearless. Yesterday, what's going on, everyone? How are you doing, Harvey? Yesterday? What yesterday? What I missed yesterday? What? Yeah, make it more about social workers and shit. Where is that comic? Which one? Oh, what I miss? I must have missed something there. I know I missed something there. Chuck Keyworth says, hell yeah, Magic Cop, good shit. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, like I said, I went ahead and backed it. I'm like, hey, it's that's the same thing. Like, because believe me, I have ideas that I want to, I want to get some shit together and maybe put together my own comic at some point. And I'm like, I can guarantee you one thing. Just like my first video here on YouTube. Only my first one. Only my first one. It's going to probably be shitty. And it's probably going to suck. And people are probably going to read it and buy it and support it. And say that it's good anyway. You know why? Because they're not assholes. And they're probably going to be like, you know what? This is this dude's first fucking comic. It's actually... it's okay. For his first one. Yeah, it's alright. And I'm okay with that. Because believe me, no matter how good I did, no matter how fucking great I think it looks, I can guarantee you the whole way, if I'm doing art and shit, I'm going to be sitting there looking at the art just like I do all of my art. And I'm going to be sitting there looking at it going, this piece of shit looks just like that. Like a piece of shit. Fucking hate my art, dude. But I think that's what drives an artist, because you look at it and you're like, dude, this is a piece of shit, and you try harder and you try harder and you keep doing it and you keep going it and you keep doing it over and over and over and over again, and people are like, oh no, it's really good, and you're sitting there like, you know what, you're just being fucking nice, dude. Don't be nice to me. Don't lie to me about shit. Don't be fucking condescending. You know what I mean? Yeah, certainly don't patronize me on that shit. It sucks. I'm okay with that. You can be honest and tell me that. I can take it. But honestly, like seriously, I think maybe not every artist, but a lot of artists go through that because I've done shit and people are like, oh man, that looks great. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I probably could have worked on it a little bit harder. I could have dedicated myself just a little bit more. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to check it out, man. My relief is here. Might check this back out when I get home. All right, man. Take it easy, Trev. That's fine. Good to be honest. It's the first project. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's their first one. It's their first one. So you know what? I kind of feel like like they're not professionals, so you're kind of allowed to suck. You know what I mean? Like I said, my first video here on YouTube, I go back and I watch it now. Please don't go back and watch it. Hell, you can go back even less than my first video. Like I had experience and shit, and check out the first episode ever of the Trailer Park Live. You want to talk about some shit? That's embarrassing. Like at least the video was halfway decent. The first Trailer Park Live, it sucked. It sucked, but I know it did. You know what I mean? I know it did, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, I want it to suck, but it does. You know, not much I can do about it after that. Oh man. Fussy biatch. Yeah, I like the wacky concept. Yeah, and that's kind of what got me to. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like wacky. I mean, it sounds like fun. It sounds like fun at the least. Burn that magazine. It glorifies 12. Comics Real Talk, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Magic Cop, huh? Read it now on air. Well, Chris, we might just do that one of these days. We might just do that. He's too white to know about 12 LB. Oh man. Why I gots to be white, Bo? Why I gots to be white, Bo, huh? Is there a particular genre you prefer in comics? Says Chuck Hewer. You know what? Like, Chuck, I love superheroes. You know, you can see. You know, I love my Spider-Man. Love my Captain America. You know, love the superheroes. The superheroes are great. But you know what? Honestly, really getting into like the horror shit. I really do like horror books. But they've got to be good. You know what I mean? I want a good horror book. And the ones that I've been fortunate to come across and find, I've found some fucking great ones. And when you find like a good writer, you gotta stick with them. You gotta stick with them. Like John Lees. John Lees is writing a couple of titles that I've read. He's done other titles too that I've heard were great horror books. But one of them I was talking about the other week, which is Mountainhead. Issue number 4 just came out last week. And dude, fuck, it's great. It is great. The art in it really matches the story going. Like the art is what gets me. But the writing just kind of like the creepiness and the eeriness of just like the situation, what's going on, like, yeah, yeah, I don't know. But then he's also doing this other one called Hotel over on AWA Upshot Comics, and that book, that book is great, dude. That book, man, I'm telling you, that's one you need to read. If you like horror comic books, check out John Lees, the writer John Lees. He did Hotel. He did the other one I just told you about as well, Mountainhead. And there's also another one, Dylan, over at Dylan's Comics was telling me about as well, man. Great stuff. But I would say, other than superheroes, I would say probably horror. Getting into the horror stuff. But like, anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. I've never joined Patreon, but I might start this channel and Blind Wave. Yeah, there you go, man. You know what? And that's why, like, with my Patreon, like, I'm gonna kind of rework it. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I'm gonna kind of rework it a little bit for just gear it a little bit differently when I launch the memberships here on the channel. But I really did that at first because, like, I wasn't monetized or anything. I'm like, there might be people out there who want to support my channel, and so I was like, I'll give them the opportunity. I mean, you might as well exhaust any opportunity you can, any chance to, if people want to support your stuff. So I was like, it's not like it cost me anything to make one, So So I went ahead and did it, you know. And you can also even do like the Streamlabs. Like I got the links down in the description where you can do Streamlabs. Since don't have super chats, you can do Streamlabs. And through Streamlabs, they take less of a cut, and you can even have it send up like alerts and stuff when they send it, just like super chats do. Trading in Black Angus, trading selfies, huh? Gay pirates apparently. I once traded a coked out record store owner the NES game Narc. The irony, right? That's funny. My new album is called Anal Vaping. Yeah, hell yeah. Wait, what? You still haven't opened that trading? No, I'm gonna do it, dude. I've been busy as hell with a lot of stuff. But yeah, I will be doing that soon, RC Scott. I'm gonna do it on a video and stuff. I'm gonna do it on a video. It won't be on a live stream. You asked me not to do it on a live stream. I won't do it on a live stream. Your comic won't suck if I'm writing it. Yeah, exactly. So I will work on it. It's the art. It's the art I'll be anal retentive about. Watching this channel on mute is hilarious. Oh, I bet it is. I bet that it. Yeah. I would read your comic and tell you it was good. Yeah, exactly. You know. But the thing is like I'm okay with people saying like, and that's the thing. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit more. Curtis Wisey says, art and story aside. What do you think of the quality of the book? The quality of it looks good. I haven't even got a chance to really read it yet, or look at it. But the quality of it seems really good. Seems really nice. Like I would say, I mean, just as good as some of the other trade paperbacks I have here. I gotta be honest with you. It actually looks like it's better quality than some of the Marvel trades that I've got. To be quite honest with you, the cover is a little bit thicker. Yeah. Oh man, digging this guy. That's funny. Nah, I'll lie to you. Oh man, come on, man. I'm okay with the honesty. I really like the texture. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the texture and the way it feels and everything. Yeah, definitely. Comic Assassin, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Strange Pro, but it's different. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That was too mean. Oh no, what was too mean? Oh man, Dixie, what is up? Lagging out, but you're back. Is it lagging? Was that just me? Love some Mountainhead Trinity and all others. Check out Sync. Yeah, that was the other one. Sync. Yeah, Sync. Great horror and one of the most crazy series I've read in a while. All right, you need to read American Vampires by Scott Snyder for Vertigo. Oh, I would. I'm just not into the vampire thing. Makes vampires straight again. Yeah, I'm just not into vampires. Like the vampires and like zombies. I'm just like, I don't know. Cool. If you're looking for a superhero indie comic, check out Starblades by Kyle Ritter on Indiegogo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. You know what? Another one. I'm probably going to check out their. Oh man, Dixie, you getting timed out again already, man? Oh man. All right. Starblades. I wonder. You know, There's been a couple there's a couple I've been looking at. I don't think Starblades was one of them that I was looking at. But I'm going like when I launch the memberships, I'm going to make a tier that will do some stuff with some Indiegogos and back up some stuff. I mean, if people want to, if members want to. But there was another one I was looking at as well that I wanted to read. But there's some other books, guys. I just got done reading White Widow, issue number 4. It should be coming out at local comic book shops. I want to say here in the next few weeks, sometime this month maybe. It's on Absolute Comics. I've reviewed the other issues here on the channel. Issues 1 through 3. Now, this issue is supposed to come out back in like February, but with the pandemic and everything, it got pushed back, and yeah. But these guys do Indiegogos and stuff too, and I would love to back these guys' books more because they're actually pretty good. Like the first issue I got, I was kind of like, it was kind of laughable. Then they actually got a hold of me and they sent me out the PDFs for 1 through 3, and I read them. I'm like, I actually like this book. And they sent issue number 4 for me to read to. I'm like, I'm gonna be reviewing that here soon too. And I'm reading. I'm like, I actually like this. Is actually pretty decent. Like I actually kind of feel bad for laughing when I first read it too. You know, it's kind of just like I was saying earlier about Magic Cop. You know, same thing. Like I'm judging it before I even read it or anything. You know, because it could be good. You know, so but God, what's this one I was there was another one I was looking at too. I can't remember what it was called. Can't remember what it was called, but like ah I can't. No, I want to say I was gonna say recluse, not recluse. It's Robo Chick. No, Rebo. Nah, I can't remember, man. It was something. I'll find it because I signed the little click the little heart thing on there, so it follows it now. But I wanted to check it out too. It sounded kind of interesting. It sounds like cyberpunk, and I'm into that. So yeah, I was gonna check it out, but I didn't. If it was first read, it wouldn't lag. Relax. Remember where we are. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it lagging, man? Like. Dang, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I was gonna say, see, on here it's telling me that it's all good. It's telling me that it's all good. Was it down for a while? I hope it wasn't down for a while. Dang, man. Why didn't y'all tell me nothing? Why didn't y'all tell me it was down? Oh, I know why you're gonna be like, we didn't tell you it was down because you weren't gonna find out for a half hour from reading the comments. Oh man, what did I miss? Stories says stories by Irish. Nothing yet. Stories Irish. I said stories Irish. Irish. I still gotta get that thing in the mail, man. I've got the packages packaged up and ready. I just gotta get it in the mail. Dude, how long have we known each other? Just call me RC. now I know how Tony Hawk feels. Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's the smell. Yep. High five, LB. Oh, man. Kyle Ritter equals awesome. Yeah. I've smoked some White Widow. Me too. What's up, PB? Yeah. Okay, now, guys. Here's the next one I wanted to talk about. Like guys, and here's what something I was talking about last week, maybe it was earlier this week in the stream. When it comes to comic book, guys, I'm a comic book channel, right? That's kind of what I started really going after with the comic books. It's kind of what I started leaning into a little bit more. I started off doing MCU theories, and then as I was doing that, I was kind of getting more back into comic books, and I was like, there's going to be a lot of downtime in between movies. So I might as well read some comic books and talk about them. And that's when I got started back reading comics more, you know. And then I started getting into indies. You know, I really started getting into indies. And with everything going on out there in the world, guys, we know how everybody is. Everybody talking about woke agendas and politics and comic books and movies and all this stuff. And hey, man, like honestly, I feel the same way about a lot of stuff. I really do. But the thing is like when it comes down to it, if you want to tell that story, here's one thing I will say when it comes to those kinds of things, like the representation, the agenda-based politics, and all that stuff. If you're gonna do it with your own shit. Don't fucking pick up Captain America and do all of that bullshit. Don't fucking pick up Black Widow. Don't pick up somebody else's shit that you're just writing and change it. We can already see how passionate everybody is about all these characters that other people have created, wrote, and people come in and they gender swap them, race swap them, all that bullshit. It's upsetting. People don't like it. I don't like it. One thing I've said for a long time is you want to do it, make up your own shit. Just make up your own shit and tell your own story. Build your own world. I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with you building your own world and doing your own thing. Because that is yours. That's your baby. Plus, I can take and I can look at it in something that's not a within this like this character, and I can actually just read this book and be like, okay, guys, this is what this book is. This is what's in it. This is who it's for. This is who it's for. Because just the other day when I was talking about a comic book, somebody in the live chat said, I don't want to read that bullshit. I just want good old boys in my shit. Good old fucking American boys doing superhero shit. That's all they want. They don't want they don't want any other shit. And I'm like, that's what you're here for me to tell you. Because I'll read it. Because I'm willing to read it. Because I think people can tell stories like that without it being woke and without it being shitty. I think people can tell those. Now, how is that done? Well, it's done if you're going to be doing like representation and shit like that. That's just the world we live in, is it not? If you're going to be doing, representation for the LGBT community, that's just the world we live in. So it shouldn't be the thing that the comic book revolves around. Like this character's sexuality and all that shit. Like, what are they doing? What is the point of this comic book? It shouldn't revolve around their sexuality. If they're gay, cool. You can let them be. It's cool. You put them in there. But it shouldn't revolve around that. And that's why I see in some of the comic books, and just in some of the world, we see the same shit going on too, where we see people talking oh, I'm so embarrassed, I can't come out and all this stuff, and ooh, people are looking down upon us and all this stuff, and I'm like, bitch, what are we in the fucking 1800s? What is it, fucking 19? I know everybody's out there acting like it's the fucking 60s again, but are we in the fucking 60s again? And people are in the closet and it's not okay for any of that stuff nowadays? Is it just me? I thought stuff like that was okay. People are tolerating and accepting of these alternative lifestyles. Am I wrong? So what kind of a fucking weirdo world do we see it in, where we see some of these comic books and you see them and it's oh, people out in fucking space doing space bullshit and fucking the future and bullshit, but yet people are still looking down on gays and colored peoples and stuff. What? What? This is something you still gotta hide in society? What is this? You know what I mean? Now granted, there are always going to be people who don't like it. People who aren't supportive of the gay community, people who don't like gays, people who don't like lesbians. There's always going to be those people. There's always going to be people who don't like black people and Mexican people and white people. There's always going to be racist people out there. You're never going to get rid of it. Canceling these assholes off the internet doesn't get rid of it. But the thing that there has been for a long time, for years, is a thing called tolerance. Most people in the world tolerate other people and their bullshit, their lifestyles and everything like that. That doesn't mean that they're supportive. That doesn't mean that they're accepting. It just means that they tolerate it. And really, that's about all that anybody owes you. That's really about all anybody owes you, is tolerating it. I can tolerate you. They don't owe you acceptance. They don't owe you any of that other stuff. Now, what I'm saying here is I'm okay if you want to tell those stories, as long as you do it with your own story, with your own shit. Don't do it with, that. It's not too hard. Even within all of that, all of these characters, you can still create a character and put them into the story. Right? You can still create them and put them into the story. Now, granted, it's probably not going to go over very good, because chances are, if you're going to do it with Marvel and for Marvel, it's going to be all agenda-based. Pushing, shit out there. And, hey, you have to make it work. You have to make it work, not me. Not me. It's on you, not me. It's on you, not me. And that's the thing, is as long as it's good, and it can be done good. It can be done good. So, which brings me to this last comic I want to talk about, guys. This one right here. W-Y-N-D. Or wind. Or wind. Or is it wind? This book right here is being written by James Tinian the Fourth. People out there are arguing about this now. Is it Tinian? It's Tinian, damn it. The Fourth. Illustrated by Michael Dalinas. Lettered by Aditya Bidikar, and covered by Michael Dialynis. Incentive cover Peach Momoko. Dan Mora is the cover I got. Here, I'll show you those names right there. I'll just show you the names. But right here, guys, I picked this up. It's on Boom Studios Comics. Boom Studios puts out some good comic books. They do. Boom Studios puts out good comic books. They got a lot of good titles that I like. The ones that I've read, good. The good quality book. I mean, it's on some nice paper. The inside, I mean, it's nice. Beautiful books. They do beautiful books at Boom Studios. Now, the thing is I got into this book. I'm sitting there reading it. And, you know, I'm seeing this little kid. He's an elf. It's all cutesy, you know. He turns into this big fucking beast. Gets the shit beat out of him. I guess I probably should have known when I seen this. Should have known when I seen that. But I'm sitting there reading it, and, you know, it's about this little kid. He's an elf. He's having to disguise himself as an elf. And then next thing, like, this thing just turned into a, like, not even midway through, it just turned into, like, this, you know, like, here. Woohoo! He's peeping on somebody. Who's he peeping on? It just turns into this, like, flamboyantly gay tale where this elf kid likes this guy right here, the shirtless guy. The shirtless guy there, he is in some sort of a special relationship with the prince of the town. The prince doesn't want to be the king. Oh, no. But, like, this book, like, when it started going sideways, it kind of went off the rails. Like, it was, like, so funny, laughable. Like, I couldn't be mad. You know what I mean? Like, I was reading it, I'm like, I can't be mad here. Like, this shit was funny. Like, I was laughing. Like, I got done reading this book, and I was laughing. I was laughing because I was like, oh, man, like, you motherfuckers got me for one. But for two, it was funny. Like, it made me laugh. It made me... Fuck, it made me laugh, man. This shit made me fucking laugh, dude. And, I was sitting there, you motherfuckers got me, man. Fucking Boom Studios. You got me with all the bullshit leading up to this. You know, you released Once and Future. Great fucking series. Written by Kieran Gillen. With art by Dan Mora. Colors by Tamron Bonneville. Great fucking book, man. You released Folklords. God, who was that? Was it like Brett Smith, Matt Kent? Brett Smith? Matt Kent? Was it Chris O'Halloran? Was it Chris O'Halloran doing that? Like the art in that one? I can't remember. And they're all kind of like that. They're all kind of similar tales. And then you give me this one, this comic book that looks like, you know, it's got that same kind of art on there and everything. You know, like everything about this book, it looked like it was gonna be one of those just like regular kind of, you know, like it looked like it was gonna be. It looked like it was gonna be one of those just, you know, little fantasy tales and everything. I didn't know it was gonna be a gay fantasy tale. But here's the thing, guys, is I wasn't mad. Like when I got done reading it. Matt Smith. No, yeah, Matt Kent. Didn't I say Matt Kent? No, Brett Smith. Isn't it Brett Smith and Matt Kent or somebody like that? Isn't there a Smith or somebody on it? Isn't there? I thought there was a Smith or somebody on it. Brett? Brent. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll pull it out here in a minute. The comic book. I'll pull the comic book out in a minute. But like I was reading this, like, and like I said, I wasn't upset, but I was like, "You motherfuckers got me, man. Y'all motherfuckers got me with your $4.99 ass." But I was laughing. But here's the thing: is here's the other thing I was laughing at about later. Is like they tried to let you know right here, right fucking there. They tried to let you know right there. That's why I couldn't even be mad. I'm sitting there like, you knew I was a snake, bitch. There's fucking alphabets right there. W, Y, N, D. Alphabets. Fucking look. Alphabets. 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 And fucking alphabets. I should have known. I should have fucking known, right? Like, damn. Y'all motherfuckers got me this time. But if you're into that, if you want a comic book with some gay characters, you want some of that representation in your comic book, you want if you want a fantasy tale in more than one way, apparently, this book is for you. this book is for you. You might want this one. Now I'll say when I sit down and do a review of this, I'm probably gonna give it away. I might give it away. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll give it till the second issue. Maybe I'll read the second issue and then we'll read and review both of them together. And then maybe I'll give away both issues. Maybe I'll keep both issues. Maybe issue number 2 comes around and I read it and I'm like, oh, this was actually pretty good. It happens. It happens. But yeah, that was it. I mean, like they had me though, right? Was that, I mean, did they not have, like, they had the alphabets on there? They had the alphabets on there. I was like, shit. Man, these guys got me, man. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, man. Okay. Okay, let me get back here into the, back in the chat here. Let's smoke some white widow. Yeah, man. Can't wait for this, can't wait for THPS 1 and 2 remaster. What's THPS? What's THPS? THPS 1 and 2. Time hopping. No. You know what? And I just actually backed another Your Boy Zach book. I backed, what's that new one? Do As You Told? The Ballad of No? I'm very Carol Brown here, but she's probably, catching flies with her chopsticks or practicing crank kicks on a light post. Nice, yeah. Carol's awesome. Yeah, she's been in here a couple times. Which mod keeps timing me out? I don't know, Dixie. I didn't see. I seen you got timed out though. I was laughing. Don't hijack established characters. Yeah, absolutely. Spider-Man Show, thank you so much for being here. Chuck Keyworth says escapism. Like, I hear that argument a lot, and I wouldn't even say like an argument because like I'm not arguing against it. But escapism, I sometimes I would just want to call bullshit on that, but not always, because I mean we want escapism when in our entertainment. But people always say that movies and comic books, they're escapism. It's entertainment. But I don't think that's quite true. Because for one, movies, comic books, even music are art. They are art forms. And whether you like them or not, that's obviously debatable because it's art. But the thing here is art is really just a means of expression. So, express what you will. That's why people talk about politics being in comic books and movies and shit. And I'm like, they're like, and I'm not giving I'm not giving the argument that politics have always been in comic books. No. Politics have always been comic books. Yeah, sure. They've always had like allegories and similarities and all that bullshit. Yeah. But I mean, they are still forms of expression, and these are ways that people express themselves about their politics and shit like that. Hey, I get it. I'm down with that. Express yourself away. But if I don't like it, I just don't like it. That's really all there is to it. Some people just can't get that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And the thing is, like, when it comes to good writing, you can put those things in a story, good stuff like that in a story, and still write a good story. The thing is it shouldn't revolve around those things. A good writer could, you would not know their politics because they can make you think about whatever the situation is. They can make you think about it. Like whatever situation it is, like maybe you're like through whatever part of the story, maybe you're maybe you're down with the NRA and you're really into guns and all that stuff, and maybe they write a movie that tells this story and shows this story in some sort of way that makes you just a little bit think like, you know what, I get what some of those liberal wackos are talking about that want to do away with the guns. I get that. It makes me like, I can understand that. I don't agree with it, But I can understand that point of view because of this situation that happened in the movie. A good writer could do that. They're not changing your mind. They're just putting it out there and about maybe a way like, this is how I feel about it. I'm conveying that in a story. And maybe it hits you and you're like, oh, good point. Good point. Don't agree, but good point. So the escapism thing, though, I mean, I don't think it's all about that. I think it's about expression and not about escapism. A lot of it can be escapism, though. Obviously, I mean that's just what it is. I mean, you can get away, escape into it and enjoy it and all that stuff. But for me, I think a lot of it really is. I mean, they're just forms of expression more than anything. Because I don't look to movies or anything like that or comic books or anything for escapism. Definitely for entertainment and just something good, something, and it's not always necessarily being for escapism though. But if you do, that's cool. I mean, hey, some people are into that shit too, Just want to, just kind of shut off your brain and just enjoy something, Yeah, that's cool. No, I just ignore you. That's what they say on the internet. ignore you as well. Obviously, I'm with you on that. It's Wookie. It's Wookie. Oh, is it Wookie? We need to. We need to be attacked by aliens. Unite the world. Hate the aliens. Independence Day. Yeah, right. Yeah. For real, Trev. Good. SJWs are like the Borg without the advanced weaponry and awesome-looking cube ships, right? Oh, true intolerance is a huge factor. Right. Yeah. People tolerate a lot. They don't always accepting though. Creating something too much work for these weirdos. They rather change established things because they can't imagine them creating something unique. Yeah, that's true. An alien attack on Earth would unite humans. That's what I'm saying about. Yeah. The guy on this comic cover at the top. Look, angry like Trinity. RC Scott with a $5 super chat says, this is for always ending my crappy week on a high note. Friday nights are becoming my favorite. Never change, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. I greatly appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, RC Scott. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, man, you know what? Like, I took the chair away, guys. You can see I'm not in my chair. I was sitting down for a while because, the other week I was like, man, I feel like I need to get out of my chair because I feel like for my live show that runs the shit. Sitting down and all that stuff. That's not what I'm all about, man. Like that shit might work in a video, but like I need to be moving around. You know what I'm saying? And one of these days, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off because one of these days, something's gonna happen out there that's gonna fucking trigger me. And I always have a lot more energy when I'm up and moving around. Something triggers me, I can move around and bounce around like, yeah. We would have a common enemy. I don't like the artwork on Wind. James Tynion is a decent writer. Love his artwork in Detective Comics. Is he right? Does he draw Wind also? Yeah, I was gonna say the artwork in Wind is done by somebody else. The artwork it's not bad. Like for the story that it's telling, I think it matches the story very much. So Matt Smith and Matt Kent. Okay, Matt Smith. Matt Smith and Matt. I don't know why I was thinking Brett. I'm about to create some loud ass snoring. Nice, yeah. Frank Rizzo. Oh man, which one is Rizzo? Rizzo. No, I was thinking Saul. Saul Rosenberg. Tinian on Detective is great. Okay. Peace out, my Heiser Drooper. Yeah, I hear you, man. When was okay read, but I don't know what to really say. Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same. I feel the same way. It was an okay read. Like it was an okay read. I don't like. And then that's what I have to say about it. Is like it wasn't terrible. Everything in there, like I get. There was like while you got the gay characters and everything in there, there was no like I didn't really pick up anything in there that was like agenda driven. It was just like you had the prince who was possibly going to inherit the throne, and his uncle wants to come and usurp the energy or the power, and by basically getting the kid taken out of town, so he could usurp the power, but he the kid didn't he didn't even want to be king anyway, and he's sitting there like, oh, sitting on that throne, it makes my butt hurt, and just like some of that stuff. Like I'm just saying, like I was laughing so hard. I'm like, dude, like I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad at this. Like I can't even be mad. Oh, but yeah, like I said, it's not bad. It was just like it was a story, and it's like I don't think it's telling a story that I'm gonna enjoy, so probably not gonna continue reading it. But it wasn't bad. It was just yeah, it just was. And that, seeing that, I think that's kind of the thing though. That's kind of the point with a lot of that stuff. When you throw that in there and just interject it in there just because it seems like it's put in there for no point, right? I mean, that's kind of what I got out of it. Because everything else that was going on in the story, like I get it. It's kind of obvious, like it's kind of on the nose, you know what I mean? Like in the first place, we already seen the kid who was an elf covering up being an elf because people didn't accept him for being an elf in a human world. He's got pointy ears and he's an elf. They're weird bloods. You got the drunk hicks going into the bar. Of course, the drunk, the racist, sexist, misogynist, toxic guy. Of course he's a hick that drinks fucking mugs of beer at the local pub. you know? I'm just saying. Oh, fall asleep and I'll draw on you. There you go. Oh man, I'm okay with that. I got the few covered. Okay. Alright, nice. I draw peanuts on anyone's forehead that passes out. Dude's talking comics, what is up? DTC. How are you doing tonight? I hope all is well. William Preston says, thoughts on TKO Comics. TKO Comics? I don't think I've read any TKO Comics. Is it you, RC Scott? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it is, Dixie. I don't know who it is that's doing it. William Presley says, I'm okay political in comics, but I agree with about right being good to make me think about a topic in a different way. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like the politics, like I said, a lot of them are there anyway. It's just, for me, the thing that most people get upset about when it comes to, like, political stuff in books, like agenda-based stuff in books, all that stuff that people don't like, it's because it's not reflecting your politics and your things. That's what most people don't like. It's not reflecting what you are into, your politics. It's reflecting what they like. So of course you don't like it. I get that. But also at the same time, I think part of it too, when it comes to like a Marvel and DC, is the fact that that's all they have. Like all their writers, anything you see in their comic books is all left leaning. It's all like liberal minded stuff. Like it's all that way. There is nobody, like you can just see it, like seriously, like there is nobody you can tell over there that like is, a Republican or a writer or a righty or a Trump supporter or anything else other than a leftist. And that's the problem, is like, even if they had just that little bit of right, if they had just one writer over there, even if they gave him the shittiest comic book in the world, even if they let him create his own shit, if they just had one, it's at least some variety out of the same cookie cutter shit that everybody else in your stable is. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even have to be a lot. But the thing is like, you have none. You know what I mean? But they want to talk about representation. I will represent everybody, but not you, motherfucker. Not you over there. No. But I mean, like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm saying all it would take is just one, just one. The thing is like, for that one, it would have to be one writer that pretty much comes out and outs themselves and say, yeah, I'm a righty, and then naturally nobody's gonna like him. He's gonna be writing the comic book, and naturally nobody there at the publishing company is gonna be like, oh hey, we like this guy, we accept him, let's push his book, let's try to get it so good. They're all doing it as a fucking asshole experiment, is what they're doing, as a fucking Mean Girls experiment. That's what it would be. Unfortunately, I think that's what it would be. Yeah. Where did he get James? Well, it was just the way that you the way that you worded it, man. The way that you worded it. Let's see. I don't like the artwork on Wind. James. Oh, okay. Is it okay? He's James Tinian is a decent writer. I'm a, like I don't know, man. I'm tired, bro. I must have skipped over his a decent writer part. I must have skipped over the decent writer part. My bad. My bad. Um. Oh man. Dixie, you getting it? Oh, Dixie. Oh man. See, Dixie, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Dixie, you talking about Blackberry Cobbler. I'm pretty sure I know who you are, Dixie. I just have a feeling. Wait, Tinian wrote this trash? Must have been a mandatory he just half-assed. No, 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 no. At Boom Studios, it's not like mandatory stuff. This is it says in here. It was created by the artist and the writer. Yeah, created by James Tinian and Michael Dalianis. Yeah, it says right there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. None true. Um, RC Scott says diversity, just as long as it isn't diversity of thought. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Diverse opinions to an extent. To an extent. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's how it would be. Yeah. Did Dixie get blocked? No, I think it looks like Dixie just got timed out. Dixie like Dixie likes to come in here and just leave like random comments and shit, and always gets timed out. The other week I felt bad. The other week I can't remember who it was, but the other week fucking Kreger4987. Yeah, Kreger. The other week fucking Kreger got kicked out of here. I'm like, oh man, who kicked out Kreger? I'm just saying, like, who kicked out Kreger? Kreger's cool people, man. Dixie's cool people. It's all good though. Like me, as long as they're not like for me, for the most part, as long as they're not on here just calling people a bunch of names, fighting like a bunch of weirdos in the comments. Generally, I'm okay. I mean, as long as you're not spamming the chat and shit like I look at my screen and every fucking chat is by you, but I know somebody's getting ready to joke right now like, well, when you look at the chat, it's gonna be an hour later anyway. We gotta take care of it. Which, you're right. You're right. I'm not even laughing this time. Oh man. Oh, RC Scott says, "Damn it, just lost respect for him." Yeah, yeah. What grade is Dixie in? I don't know. I don't know. I think Dixie just likes coming in here and having fun, man. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah. With the thing with the Tinian thing, I mean, like I said, you do whatever you want. Like you're creating an indie comic book. That's your thing. That's what you want to do. You write about whatever you want to write about. I'm good there. I'm good there. But don't expect me to like it. And if it's something I'm not into and I say, "Hey, I don't like this," don't expect me to like it. Now, here's the thing though. Here's the thing, and I think a lot of people get this kind of stuff confused, especially when you're criticizing their shit. Is that just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it sucks, right? Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it sucks. Now, even if I did think it sucks, doesn't mean that somebody else think it sucks. Unfortunately, that's just the world we live in. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is just the world we live in. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking weirdos, bro. They're everywhere. Oh, man. Of course you're okay. You ain't reading this chat until an hour from now. Stories says, stories. See, I was calling you stories now. Like, RC Scott told me to call him RC or Scott, or did you say RC or Scott? Now I'm calling like by first name, so I'm like, okay, RC. So then now I'm like stories instead of Irish. Like, yeah, diversity of whatever. But the moment you start slinging diversity like snowballs in a snowball fight, then you're going too far. Right? Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. What I was saying the other day in the stream, and I think LB was even yelling at me too about like diversity and representation and stuff like that. I'm okay with it. Like, I'm okay. You put that stuff in a movie or in a comic book. I'm okay with that. You know, the reason I'm okay with that is because that's the world I live in. That's the world I live in. I live in a world that has people of color, all different colors, black, white, red, brown. People got all different kinds. There's all different races out there in the world. There's all kinds of. There's gay people out there. There's trans people out there. There's lesbians. There's all these different people out there in my real world that I live in. So you write a book and that's in there. Yeah, okay, cool. That's just that's the world we live in. These people exist. Okay, cool, fine. The thing is, just like we were saying before, the story shouldn't revolve around that. You know. And like I was saying earlier, you're gonna give me a movie that takes place in space in the future, and you got people still acting like they gotta be in the closet, and people are being like I said was saying earlier. Yeah, people are always gonna be assholes. There's always gonna be assholes, but you're still like right now the world I live in. There's not like people live open and freely, and they do just fine. Matter of fact, most of those people do better than the ones that stay in the closet scared. You know, just being honest. Most of them do. Because they're not lying to anybody. They're being their true selves. Imagine that. But, that's just the real world, right? So, hey, you do your thing. That's the world I live in. I'm all good with it. Just don't expect me to like it. Oh, yeah. Fatal J, yeah, that Last Ronin. Dude, I think I'm even going to get on that Last Ronin, dude. Like, I seen that. I was like, dude, that looks pretty fucking legit. That looks pretty legit. But yeah, Iris, like you were saying, like that's the thing is like, and that's the thing like in this Wind book is it takes over the story. It takes over the story. Like unless the story really revolves around that, then it should it's really unnecessary. And that's the whole point. And that's the thing is usually when you see that put in there, of course it got to revolve around that. That's the sad thing is it usually does end up revolving around that. That's why I appreciate when I read a comic book that's like that you see that stuff in that don't revolve around that. Like case in point, I mean, it did kind of, but not like in a sense like where people were making a big deal about it. It was a book called Ruby Falls. You can go check out the reviews I did here on the channel. It was 4 issues. I actually even thought about buying the trade paperback of it. They might have 4 issues at the comic shop still, so I'd probably get that before I got the trade paperback. But the thing is it was about this lesbian chick. She her grandmother went and disappeared from the old folks' home, and she was reading this mystery novel or this story about this girl who used to live in the town that had ended up going missing, and they thought this old man was out there killing all these women and all this stuff, and it turns out like he just got his ass beat and the woman left town. Like, but the character in there, she was lesbian. Like the whole story, like there was a relationship in there too, but it didn't like while there like some of that stuff was in there, the relationship stuff was in there. The book didn't revolve all around that. It was just part of the story. It wasn't like you know what I mean. I don't know. Maybe you don't know what I mean. But it's just it wasn't all that. It was just happened to be part of the story. But that's the thing is usually a lot of times when we see that stuff in the entertainment is it's done in such a lazy way. It's like oh, it has to revolve around that. It's like no, it don't. It really don't. It really don't. I'm in 16.475th grade. He said these people #cancel Trinity. Oh man. Oh. Dixie, that specific grade level to a decimal. That mod times me out as negative 1. Oh man, you know what, Dixie? I think at this point they're gonna do it for fun, man. RC Scott says they call people Nazis but adopt Nazi-like tactics. The ghost of Orwell is laughing. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like somebody shared this quote from Orwell earlier. and I reshared it on Twitter. And I was like, absolutely, like, people hate when you tell them the truth and shit. You know why? Because I've been here on this very show speaking some motherfucking truth. Next thing you know, motherfuckers inboxing me and shit saying, hey, hey, man. People all pissed off just because they don't like what I'm saying. It's like, bro, like, I'm not the fucking E True Hollywood story. If you want your story told, you go tell your shit. But the thing is, I'm just telling what I see and how I feel about it. Because you know what? That's what we can do. It's okay. It's okay for me to comment on whatever you're saying or whatever you're doing. It's okay for me to comment on it. And just because I comment on it doesn't mean you have to get upset and get all in your feelings and inbox me and say, oh, you're misrepresenting me and all this bullshit, because I don't care that much. I'm just sharing my feelings on it. If somebody cares that much about your bullshit, they can go look it up themselves. Or they can come on here and they can send me a live chat or a super chat and make me talk about it and have to go look into it or whatever. But I don't give a shit about the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And just because somebody is out there in the world talking about you doesn't mean they hate you. Even though they're being critical of you doesn't mean they think you're a piece of shit. And just because they might be being an asshole to you, just because they might be talking shit about you, doesn't mean you have to respond. It doesn't mean you have to respond. You can seriously see somebody talking shit about you and look at it. You know, you can look at it and be like, oh, they're talking a lot of shit about me. This guy's a fucking idiot. What do I care? I'm not even gonna give this motherfucker the pleasure of a response. You know what I mean? Because you know what? Some of these little triggered ass bitches out there anyway, like, you know the way to upset them is to not respond. You know what I mean? Because they want you to respond. They want that shit. They want to fight with you like a fucking weirdo over the shit. And you give it to them. You decide to go ahead. You decide to go ahead and fight with them like a weirdo online. No. Just, you know, what that person talking shit that you don't, I mean, you know, chances are most of these little triggered ass pussies online, you know, they see this stuff and like I seen somebody reacting to some shit and being all bent out of shape about some shit that somebody said, and I'm like, the person wasn't even talking shit. They weren't even talking shit, but you're acting like they just burned down your house and raped your dog. Like they just said, like they just made a your mama's so fat joke about your mama. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, you don't have to respond. You know, if it's somebody that you don't even know and don't even like anyway, why the fuck do you care what they say? Like, why even? And that's the thing, is a lot of the times when like, I'm not big enough for anybody to give a shit about or to talk shit about anyway. But even if there was, I was talking about this the other day. I don't care. I mean, I might tune in and listen to what you have to say. I might listen to him back. But I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, this person don't like me. They got an opinion about me. Oh my God. I better make a response video. Nah. It's not worth the energy, man. It's not worth the time most of the time. You know what I mean? It's not worth it's not worth the time most of the time. Like, it's just a waste of time, you know what I mean? And that's why I laugh. That's why I laugh about some of these motherfuckers I see online acting like little fucking bitches with skin knees because somebody said something about them online. And here's the thing, and here's the other thing too. You know, people talk about like all these trolls and shit, like on fucking Twitter and fucking Facebook and all this bullshit. If somebody's trolling you, you know, here's the best advice I could give you. And this is the thing, is because everybody does it too. You know, we get something like Snowdub. Was he still in here? You know, sometimes he'll post some shit on fucking on Twitter. You know, and you know, tag some people in it. And next thing you know, one of these weirdos comes in there, fucking leaving stupid fucking comments, trolling and shit. Ultimately, somebody always fucking responds to the troll and shit. You know what I mean? Somebody always says something because they keep poking and prodding and making their little stupid fucking troll comments. And you know what? You know what I do? Here's the, you know what? This should be the fucking golden rule right here. Just listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. These 3 words could change your life. Don't engage weirdos. Simple. Don't engage weirdos. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. And you know what? It's worked out pretty good for me. It's worked out pretty good because you know what happens? You know what happens? What happens is when you engage, is they got you. Right? You engaged, and then they're going to post something, and then you're going to post something, and it's just going to go back and forth, and all of a sudden they got like, it doesn't take them but like 2 posts, 2 responses. It's only that one response that led to it. Next thing you know, you're in this fucking weird, stupid fucking Twitter battle, and you know, like half your day later, you're sitting there going, I just wasted half my fucking day on this motherfucker, and that stupid ass on the other side of the fucking computer who don't have nothing fucking better to do, sitting there going, ha ha ha, man, I just waited this motherfucker waste his time all day. I don't care about wasting my time because I have nothing fucking better to do. I just got that dude to waste his fucking time, and I know he's pissed. I'm telling you, don't engage weirdos. The last time I did it, I was sitting there. The last time I engaged a weirdo, the person, you know what? I didn't take my own advice and I engaged. I fucking engaged. This person was sitting there fucking being a weirdo and shit, and I fucking engaged. And it wasn't one of those half day things. It was like a couple of messages, like there's a couple messages, and it's like, you expect me to read this? TLDR, bro. Or too long didn't read. Too long didn't read. And you know, and at that point I'm like, all right, yeah, I don't even need to respond at this point because like you're being just fucking weird. I knew I shouldn't even responded to your shit. But I want to, you know, hey, occasionally it happens. Occasionally we have lapses in judgment where we engage weirdos. But I'm telling you guys right now, just don't do it. The weirdo wants to say something on Twitter, let him say something on Twitter. The weirdo wants to make a video about you on YouTube, let the weirdo make a video about you on YouTube. It's okay. You don't have, but I honestly, sometimes though, I understand responding. Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you just want to. Sometimes you just want to monetize their ass. Hey, I'm all about that too. It's all good. It's all good. Because sometimes it's worth it. But a lot of times, it's not. It's not. You got to choose your battles. You got to pick and choose your battles wisely, folks. You got to pick and choose your battles wisely when it comes to that shit. Oh. Okay. Where we at? Stories by Iris says, most LGBTQ folks I know don't want the stories, movies, etc. to revolve around the representation. Just show them doing what other people do. Don't make it a LGBTQ plotless porn. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, and that's exactly the thing that you're that I'm talking about here. Like, it's okay to have that in there. Like, but that, like, it shouldn't revolve around that. You know, it shouldn't revolve around it. And that's why I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about that Irish. Like, everybody's talking, like, everybody, like, in the space in the future, people like shouldn't still be closeted, acting like it's like that. Like the world I live in right now, people don't do that. There are people that still do that, but that was one of the things I brought up earlier though, is like it shouldn't revolve around that. That's just the world we live in. Like, I get it, like, if you're telling a space future story, like, it shouldn't be that way. There's always going to be some assholes out there, but yeah, it shouldn't revolve around that. It's just like, it's, it just you know it just is, you know what I mean? It's like, it shouldn't be the focus of it at all. RC Scott says, "Where's that Saska sister shirt you've been rocking for 3 days in a row?" It wasn't 3 days in a row. I wore it one day and shot a video, and I did a live stream with it that same day. Yeah, it was. I did a live stream with it that same day. That's all it was. Well, yeah. I think I shot a couple videos with it, actually. I shot a couple videos that day with it. I don't think I released them all though. But yeah, no, it was only the one day. But yeah, that shirt showed up in today's video. Yeah, I do know it showed up in today's video. And then I was wearing it on the because I shot it on Wednesday. I was wearing it on the debate 8. I'm so upset right now. What are you talking about? What are we talking about again? Right? Oh man. I'm laughing my ass off. Chulu doesn't care about feelings, right? That's what I did with the pool boy. Bipolar nobody, thank you for being here. Says Trinity's my fucking boy. What is up? Bipolar nobody, man. Thank you for being here. I'd feel bad for J.K. Rowling if she wasn't a feminazi, right? Oh, I know, dude. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, I don't know. That's some weird shit, man. That's why I'm on Twitter pretty much never. See, something like, to me, like, that's kind of why I get on Twitter. Like I don't get involved with the stuff, but I like to see it because the discourse, I like to see, like, people arguing the little bullshit points, seeing. And here's the funny thing too is, um, a lot of these, like, anti woke people, they always talk about NPCs. But I'm telling you, some of them motherfuckers, man, I watch their shit and I hear them talk. I'm like, bruh, you sound like a fucking NPC too, bro. You got them same fucking copy and paste comments. You got them same fucking copy pasta comments that all your little buddies do. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to watch too, because, like, you cut, like, motherfucker, you calling this dude an NPC? You sound just like an NPC too. I see your shit. I see all the shit you're saying. You sound like an NPC just like the other fucking guy does. It's the same shit. I push the button, you say it. I push the button, you say it. I push the other button, you say something else. It's the same fucking thing. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Oh, man. Yo, mama's so fat, Thanos had to snap twice. Don't give me a... Don't get... Oh, man. I'm going to make a response video to this woke comic show. Yeah, for real. Weirdos love my Twitter. Yeah, they do. Your mama is so hairy, Bigfoot takes pictures of her. Yeah, don't feed the trolls. Stop it. Michael Jordan. Yeah, that meme. Stop it. Damn, Dixie, that's funny. Feed the trolls, says Dixie. I engage till it's boring. Usually about 2 to 3 tweets in. Yeah, see, that's why I don't even engage anymore on those. Like, I'm bored. What's up, dude? Oh, you're gonna go in the room and turn on the TV? All right, open the window too. Open the window. See if you can open the window in there too. Turn on the TV. Yeah. Here, let me turn this down real quick. On Captain Marvel. Oh. Oh, Irish says, Trinity, you hypocrite. I'm a weirdo and you talk to me with no problem. Yeah, but no, Irish, like, you're not like a weird, like, you're like the normal weirdos. Like I was saying earlier, like, with fandoms and shit. Like, fandoms, like, we're fans of shit. We're kind of weird already anyway. Like, you're that kind of weirdo. You're just a fan of shit, Fandom, like, but that's different. It's not the same thing. It's a totally different kind of weirdo. Because like all people are weird, you know, if you ask me. Like we're all weird, but not a weirdo. Oh man. Justice for pancakes. I'm fucking engaged. Oh man. Trolling is my expertise. Iris says, why can't we just call them trolls? I'm proud being a weirdo. Because you know what? Like, I don't know. The whole troll thing, man. I just don't know. I just don't know about the troll thing. Like, I believe there are trolls for sure, definitely. There definitely are trolls. But most of the people I see being called trolls, I don't think are trolls. I think a lot of times I see the people calling trolls are just people that people don't agree with. People saying things that people don't agree with. Now, there are, believe me, I see a lot of examples of trolls too, obviously. But I would say a troll really falls more along the lines of a sophist. Like, really more along those lines, falling along the lines of being a sophist. Oh. So I mean that's really what it is for, like, as far as a troll. I just didn't expect that strand of words. Oh man. Um, a lot of times, no, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not. Show me what you do with weirdos. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. What the fuck? Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference. We're weird. Yes, we're not the weirdos. We're not the weirdos. Live stream was the next day, bro. LGBT looking good butts, Antoine. Tossing salads. Oh man, what should I watch after this stream? Beavis and Butthead or Batman the Animated Series? Batman. Batman the Animated Series. I tell trolls to go back under the bridge they came from. $8, Trinity. $8. Oh man, what happened? What? $8 what? What did I miss for $8? What's that tattoo on your left shoulder? Oh, I'm just kidding. It's anthrax, the thraxogram. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm a weirdo though. Yeah, but like I say, man, like, see, the thing is, like, that's the thing though, is like, and that's what I'm trying to say, like, there's like weirdos, like normal shit, like, but you know what I'm talking about, like fucking weirdos, bro. Like, these people who are out there constantly picking fights. Don't act like you don't know. Don't even act like you know. We are the weirdos, Mister. No, man, nah. Y'all the cool peeps. Y'all aren't the weirdos. Nah. There's some real weirdos out there. You guys aren't part of them. I mean, and I'm not saying that, like, you might. I mean, maybe you are, but from what I know of most of you guys in here, you guys aren't the weirdos. You're the you're the normals. You're the normals. You know what I mean? Like, you're the actual real normals, because like you realize people are different and people can coexist in this world, and people generally get along, and you know, people aren't all the same, and we don't all think the same, and it's okay. I pick fights when I need entertainment. Yeah, Senate. Yes, you do. Man, take my scars. Yeah. Yeah, man, that scar I got there, man. You know, and you know what? The worst part about it is I hate that plate. The plate that's in there on my collarbone. They were like, "Oh, you can come in, like you can come in and have it taken out. You know, you gotta wait at least a year. We can come, cut it open, take that thing out." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm not paying for fucking surgery again to get that shit taken out." But you know what? The point it's at now, I almost would. It's fucking annoying, cause like the edge of it, like right here, and then like there's screws and shit in there. Like if I wear a backpack, sometimes it'll just hit it just right, and it's fucking annoying as fuck. Man, it's annoying. The other day I was hugging my son. Gave me a hug. Like he just like kind of just like whatever it was, just barely touched it wrong. It's like oh, like oh. Just annoying. Just annoying. Yes, I'm real normals. Yeah. Oh, he called me normal. Yeah. The Craft is a classic. I like The Craft. Yeah, it is. It is. You're you are genetically bald, or do you want to be like Captain Picard? Captain Picard. Captain Picard. Yeah, no. I wasn't born this way. Well, I mean, I was. No, actually, I wasn't. Shit, I wasn't. That's probably why I'm bald now. Cause I came out. I was born looking like a fucking. I was born looking like a troll. Seriously, I came out. I had a fucking afro. Well, not like literally an afro, but like my shit, like like you ever see, like I'm saying, you didn't troll the little troll dolls, how they had their hair and shit, like that was me when I was born, like my shit was like Vegeta. Yeah, I came out that bitch, and I was like, I am the Prince of all Saiyans. Come on, Kakarot. Yeah, yeah, yep. You can ask my mom. My mom's actually in town right now. She's in there washing some dishes, banging around, being all loud right now. She's rolling her eyes, probably hearing me saying like, "You didn't come out of my head looking like a fucking. You didn't come out looking like a motherfucking troll and shit. You look like a fucking Sasquatch." We had to shave your ass down. Like, you didn't have that baby soft behind. Like, we had to shave that shit. We took the mower to your shit when you was born. Really, seriously, you don't want to see my back. I'm just kidding. Um, but really, it's bad. It's bad, and I think that's what it is. Is like I grew so much hair, like the shit, like it kept growing and growing, like my shit couldn't keep up, couldn't keep up. But one of the things is when I was younger, one thing, words of advice that my grandma gave me, and she always said this too. She always said several things. She said several things about me. One, and they coincidentally they both deal with grass. One, grass don't grow under my feet. Two, grass don't grow on a busy street. Yeah. Oof, sounds bad. Screws and shoulder. Well, not shoulder, but collarbone. Yeah, collarbone. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I crashed. I crashed doing about 20, a little over 20 miles an hour. Crashed, broke my collarbone, fractured my scapula and a few ribs. It sucked. It sucked. It wasn't that bad though. It wasn't that bad. You know what hurt? You know what hurt worse? The thing that hurt worse when I crashed and I broke my collarbone and fractured my scapula and a few ribs. You know what? You know what hurt worse? The thing that hurt. Yeah, was the bills. The fucking hospital bills. I mean, I got insurance and that shit hurt. That's what hurt. The broken bone that was almost poking through the skin and shit, like that didn't really hurt. It wasn't that bad. Like I lived with it for like 3 days after it happened. Because I walked down off the mountain. My wife came and picked me up. I walked down from the mountain. She came. She brought me home. I cleaned up. We went to the emergency, or not to urgent care. They looked at it and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's fractured, all right." They offered me some painkillers, and they said, "Well, we'll give you a call when they're ready. You go in today to the hospital, get an MRI done. I think it was an MRI. Get the MRI done. They'll give you a call in a couple days, set an appointment for you to go in and get your shit fixed up." And that's what I did. That's what I did. But yeah, it really didn't hurt that much. Like when I crashed, like honestly, what hurts is like the post traumatic stress of it. Is sometimes I'll be sitting there because I didn't, like, when I crashed and everything, I didn't get concussed. So I was awake through it all. I seen it all. I heard it all. And that's what I like. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and just like, if you've ever heard bodies and pavement and carbon bikes crashing, dude, seriously, car crashes don't sound that bad. The sound of pavement, bicycles, and carbon and bodies, dude, it's sickening. It's a sickening sound. And sometimes, like, I can still hear it. You know what I mean? I can still hear it. And I kind of wince, like, just thinking about it. But I try not to think about it. I try not to think about it because sometimes I'll be like, man, like, the thought of it puts it in my head, therefore it might happen. You know what I mean? I never try to think about that stuff. You know? Try not to think it into existence. Hi, Trinity's mom. um, I have screws in my shit and shit in my wrist. The winter is a biatch, but they're loose and stuff. So some days I can feel the screws hitting bones. Oof, really? Ah, that's like, and that's kind of what I wonder too, because like sometimes I feel like there's screws like popping out. Like some of them are popping out a little bit. I don't know that they are, but I feel like they are. You know what I mean? I feel like they are. But luckily, so far winter hasn't affected anything. I like because somebody was telling me like, oh, you'll feel it in the winter time and all that stuff, and I'm like, no, you know what? Like the only time I really feel it is like when I'm doing like a good workout, like a lot of push-ups and the muscles, or like a shoulder workout, like doing flies and stuff. Like not that it's weak or anything, but like I can feel just the difference, a little bit of a difference there. And yeah, it sucks. I'm 17. I still look like a troll. That's funny. That's funny. Um, Metaphorical says going topless? Nah, man. Nah, not right now. Anyway, not right now. No ab checks. No ab checks. My grandma always said to me as a kid, RC, you're dumb as a mule and twice as ugly. If a stranger offers you a ride, take it. Oh man. Oh, that's bad. Anesthesiologists are expensive. Yes. 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 And who knows what they're doing to you after they knock you out, right? OP slash, what? You're on? I'm getting ready to get off, man. You got here a little late. Snowdove says, all right, Trinity, I'm about to go live on my channel in 15. Come on over, y'all. The trailer park, after the trailer park is over. All right, man. All right, you take it easy, Snowdove. And yeah, guys, it's after 10 p.m. here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and call it a night here. I'm going to go finish reading some comic books. And yeah, going to have some more reviews coming up on the channel. Going to try to get some shot over the weekend. And I don't know, maybe we'll do some live streams or something. I don't know, man. Like I try to take the weekends off from live streaming, but who knows, man? Who knows? I believe you when I say I've got some other work that I've got to get done here for the channel because I want to work on some transitions for when I'm doing scenes stuff. Just some different transitions for you guys. Maybe work. I would like to make some. I want to. It would be great if I could make some music, some background music for the channel. But when I'm talking about, like, I'm talking about make the music, like me making music. Yeah, making it. Yeah. So yeah, I want to work on making some background music for the show. I wanted to get some transitions all done up as well. But then I also want to get some art done as well because I want to when I launch the memberships, I want to give you guys like some like the emojis and emotes and all that bullshit. So just I don't know, a lot of stuff that I got to get done, man. But anyway, guys, I hope you all having a very good day. I hope you all have a good Friday night. Have a fun and safe Friday night. You guys all have a good weekend. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll probably have some videos coming up. But you all have a good one, and we'll see you. Oh, and RC Scott again, thank you for the $5 super chat. And thank you to all of the Patreon supporters. We'll see you all. Have a good night. Be safe, and we'll see you later. Peace.